Oh, so I thought I'd jump on and explain my leave of absence. Yeah, didn't think it would get to this stage where I'm at now. I'll just change that lighting. That lighting's gonna have to stay. Yeah, look, when I say to learn from me from what I'm doing instead of from what I'm saying, I'll break it down a little bit better so that you've got that how-to that I like to bring. Boredom is not a great sense to feel, right? And it's a red flag, in fact. And what I mean by that is that, when you get red flags, you have to act immediately, because red flags turn into black flags, and black flags is darkness. It's uncomfortable, and you feel like shit in the black flag stage. So the red flag is good enough to play at. I didn't know that, and I had plenty of red flags, and I got to experience the black flag, and that was the punch in the face that I needed to be like, don't go back there. So when you feel bored or whatever, listen to it, because it'll quickly become depression, and depression will quickly become suicidal thoughts. And I don't know what's on the other side of that. Once I got that, I stopped going that direction. But yeah, you can save yourself all that heartache by just listening to the red flags. So Facebook's just boring me. I'm just bored with Facebook. I just feel like my message, the student of life message, it's not mixing well with cats playing the guitar and just stupid videos that are on Facebook. It's got plenty of good stuff, Facebook, but it's also got a lot of crap. And I value my self-worth, and I value the self-worth of student of life. That's the ultimate. And what I want it to be and what I want it to show is more than what I feel like Facebook is showing on their feed. And with that in mind, that got me really bored with the message is being washed. I find that when you come across my video, in these little silent breaks, you start to get the objective view, and I just started, imagining my videos coming up on my feed, and I was just like, yeah, compared to all the shit that's on my feed, and I've tried to clean my feed up a lot, there's still shit on there. And then to see my video in there, it's good for those that are ready to hear it, but I also want a different population to see the message as well. So with that in mind, I thought Instagram was going to be it, but Instagram's okay, but I can't do much with 60 seconds in a video, let's be honest. So YouTube was the one. And YouTube was the one because I use YouTube and I choose what I want to see, and it's more often than not, for me, how to get better, right? I go to YouTube as, to work on my weaknesses, my flaws, or things I want to learn. So I've been on YouTube about mountain biking a lot, and just really learning through osmosis. And that got me thinking, I'm like, why the hell are you not directing the student of life on YouTube? So that's got me contemplating for the last month, 2, I don't even know how long it's been. And it's just now, I'm getting hungry again to make videos, right? It's a weird one. I can't believe I did a video a day for that long. I mean, it's on or off. You can't force act out what I was doing on videos. Like that was me completely, just like this is me completely. It's not hard to make a video when it's just me completely. I can do them every day. But me completely making this video right now and not being able to make videos for the last however long was me. And that's what you need to learn from, right? You have to learn from, I mean, you just can't go wrong when you listen to your soul. Like, I didn't feel like making videos, don't make videos. I feel like riding my bike, go ride your bike. If you just follow what you feel, you can't go wrong. Life is easy. I say it all the time, life is easy for me, right? I just follow the wind, make videos and get my message out and get somewhat of a name for Student of Life. Was a success, great. Now I'm following my intuition to have fun and be a little kid on two wheels. I'm doing that. And I'm doing it hard because it feels good. And I just hate not being on my bike. I just want to, as soon as it's like coming home from school, I just want to go for a ride. And that's what I feel like. Now, how is that hard? How is that hard? The hard bit is, when I first went to go make videos on Student of Life, I had the intuition, all right, Shane, now's the time, you need to start putting your videos public. Because I'd been making videos for, at least 6 months prior to when I officially started putting them online, because, I got it from Ty Lopez. He said, make videos to yourself every day and you'll get better at it. So I've been doing videos for a while before that, and then I got intuition to be like, okay, now's the time to go fire it, like just do it, go, boom. The hard bit there is you got to face your fears, right? And the hard bit about this last couple of months was like, oh, I've got to keep making videos. Like my ego was just telling me, Shane, what are you doing riding your bike? You got to get to work, you got to change the world, right? Whatever. The hard bit is fighting the voice in your head with your soul's voice to tell you what you should be doing. It's your choice. What are you feeling in this right now watching this video? What are you feeling? If you've got a shit job that you hate going to, the hard thing to do there is to leave the job, right? But if your soul's telling you through boredom, right, believe it or not, through unhappiness, through being moody, through getting sick, through... The universe talks in various languages, as you can see. What's the universe telling you in this moment? It's telling me to just really put my feet up. Something I haven't done for many years now. And, I've never had a holiday bar the trip I went to London, which wasn't really a holiday because I went and worked and went through the ride of my life. I don't take holidays because since I became a personal trainer years ago, I never took holidays from them because I was doing what I loved. I loved the gym. So I've never really taken holidays. I've realized now, because I've done what I felt was right. And when you do what you love as a job, you don't need holidays. You do need breaks, which I've learned, but you don't need a holiday. So if you're hanging for a holiday, your shit is broken, as Gary Vee would say, and you need to fix it through the choices of your career. Because, let's be honest, Your career is, unfortunately, in terms of time, and time being the most valuable asset there is, your career takes up a big chunk of it. Unfortunately, that's the day and age we live in right now. Before, we can cling on to the past and say, yeah, but Shane, when when we were in the tribes, it was a communal, it was a community, and everyone was working together, and we loved everyone, and it was all good and rosy. Yeah, okay, great. I don't remember those times. As much as I like to, I love that shit. I love the archetypes. I'd love to be a samurai. I'd love to be going to war every single day and have been the best samurai in the world. Like, I would like that. Yeah, great. That was a long time ago. The day and age, we have to not cling on to archetypes too much, because we live in today, and we have to see where we're putting our time. If we really love ourselves, if we're into this self-love, whatever you want, a phenomena of spirituality, everything seems to be a hook. No offense to my clients, I love every single one of you, but I'm seeing a pattern, a big pattern, and the pattern consists of a lack of practicality in solitude, a lack of not being able to be on your own, a lack of self-love. And another pattern is that when I bring in what people should be doing, they don't do it. But when I say, oh yeah, but it's self-love, boom, it's like a hook. It's like everyone's like, oh yeah, I want to love myself. It's been a big learning curve for me, because I just thought it was very common sense how many ways you can love yourself by just being selfish, and I'll make another video. But how are you right now watching this video not loving yourself? Because going to a job, staying in a relationship, doing something in your life every single day that is making you unhappy, that is leaving you unsatisfied with life, and you keep going to do that thing because you want to keep the family together, you've got to stay at the safe job, whatever the excuse is, just know that if you let go, surrender, just change jobs, trust that there's another job out there for you, trust that your family may need to break down in order for there to be somewhat of a chance for your young children to grow up into a normal reality. Staying in a relationship just for the sake of it, because on paper it looks like everything's good, is going to ruin the child's psychology more than if you break up, both be independent, go love yourselves and figure out who you are instead of being with someone who's projecting to you who you want to be. Stop relying on someone and go rely on yourself, and finish the family so that your kid can see what it looks like to be an individual, an independent, fully matured adult. Single mothers is rampant at the moment. And not just, that sounds derogatory, just broken relationships, broken families, divorces. That's a massive pattern that I've seen, not only with people I work with, but from the page and the comments in general. It's a problem. It's a problem because, like I said, the pattern of not being able to be on your own is universal. And right now, all day, every day, I'm by myself. That's what I do when I'm bored, right? When I'm bored, I go straight into it, make myself even more bored and get some answers. And I go into silence and I put on my music if I want to, or if I just feel like just staring at the clouds, I'll stare at the clouds. But I don't be interrupted. I don't distract myself. I've hardly read. I've had the most time to read. I haven't read. Done audiobooks, but I haven't read. I just need nothing. I need nothingness. And through nothingness, a new style of video has emerged, right? You feeling me? I didn't plan this. I couldn't have planned this type of video because I don't even know what I've talked about for the last 16 minutes. But it's come from my higher self because I've gone to my higher self. There's no shortcuts, there's no secrets, there's no magic pill. Every single one of us wants a better life. Every single one of us wants better relationships. Every single one of us wants more financial freedom, more health, more love, and more happiness. It's undeniable, it's universal. And as I start to contemplate what legacy I want to leave, it's definitely maturing. As I mature, my legacy matures. I'm very one-dimensional in the original Facebook student of life. One-dimensional. Spiritual, somewhat conscious of health, but that was it. That was my message. And it was a great message. It did make a big tidal wave in the scheme of change in the world. Cool. But it was still one-dimensional. So now as I start to realize through experience of my own and working with many of you, it's all of the above. It's the health, the wealth, the love, and the happiness. It is. You can't just be aiming for spiritual health. You can't just be aiming for physical health or financial health or love, health, or any of that. It's all of them. It's a whole package. It's the whole thing. So become the best version of yourself. Won't be no longer how student of life has been defined. It's under construction, but becoming the best version of yourself is just it's three-dimensional. It's one-dimensional. I need to step it up because I've stepped up. I still strive and aim for the best version of myself, but there's more out there. There's more. It stopped motivating me to be the best version of myself because I'm getting close, and it's in there, right? A subconscious pattern, this is the beauty of it, is that yes, it can fuck you up from your childhood subconscious being projected into your adult. That's fucked up, yes. But when you create a new subconscious pattern of becoming the best version of yourself, you no longer need to be reminded that that is your way of thinking because you become that way. So now that that's locked in, I need a new psychological pattern that I want to put into my brain. And just like everything, you want to evolve every time. You want to upgrade the changes that you make to your brain. So I don't know what it is at the moment, but it's definitely more than becoming the best version of yourself. It's really, now time to, take control of every area of your life. It's probably a good way of putting it. But where I was going with it is that to improve any area of your life, spiritual, mental, physical, whatever, financial, it's always going to come down to the present moment. You read about it, you got to be present, mindful, whatever. But on the most basic way of understanding that is that be present with how you're feeling and make the choices in your life reflect what you're feeling. Let me repeat that. Be present with how you're feeling in a moment-to-moment basis, and then the choices, the decisions, the actions, the thoughts, the beliefs, everything that you do in that present moment moving forward reflects how you're feeling in each moment. I'll leave it at that. See you soon.